Welcome to a new episode of World Stories. We'll be taking you on an exciting journey all over the world, full of various strange fun facts and stories. In our journey this week, we'll take you to a world of art and creativity by Filipino artists based in Bahrain. Get ready as you're about to experience action, drama, suspense, and thrills at Spain's latest theme park. You won't believe what those prosthetic limbs are made of. Stay with us if you want to know. There's some much more exciting stories in our journey around the world. Fasten your seatbelts. With splashes of colors on canvas, Filipino artists based in Bahrain showcased their work at an art exhibition in Bahrain called Maarte. From the word Maarte, which means in Filipino, artistic, creative, exquisite, and pleasing to the eye, the exhibit featured more than 80 art pieces that reveal diverse talents of 34 Filipino artists, which include painters, sculptors, and photographers. Considering Bahrain as their home away from home, the artists are inspired by the beauty and their love for Bahrain. Welcome to Maarte, a wonderful art exhibition here by the Filipino community in Bahrain. We'll know more now about the pieces of art, their concepts, stories, and of course, the artists.
Okay, my name is Carlo Rico. I'm from Philippines. Well, this is conveying something like mystery, unmasking. You know, that's why I put the title of Unmasked. This one, I was inspired by a nice photograph. Out of one simple photograph, you can always recreate, new creations.
We have with us here Farni, a great Filipino artist who takes a lot of photographs, especially in Bahrain. Now she has two amazing shots in this exhibition. She'll tell us where.
Hi, the first shots is Sunset Horizon. It's titled Sunset Horizon. I took it in Budaya, near the palace or near the Budaya Park. I love sunsets. When I saw it, I just cannot stop myself capturing the photo.
It's beautiful. I'm personally a big fan of sunsets. I love them.
Thank you, thank you. And the second photo is taken on in Sif area. Actually, it's a building that it's really. When I saw this, I fall in love directly. I love the sea, so I just have to capture it. My life in Bahrain is amazing. I've been here for 13 years now.
We have with us here Jonathan with a wonderful piece of art called Bondage. He'll explain to us its concept.
This is made of water, plastic water, empty plastic water. I cut it out, and actually, this piece of art is my way of expressing. About peace. Humanity. We have the greed, hate, and discrimination. The colors, you have the red, the gold, the green. This represents making the peace like a prisoner. It's in bondage because of man's own negative things in their life.
We have with us here Eric, a graphic designer and also a wonderful artist. He has here a piece of art of the Fatah Mosque. He'll tell us more about it. It's special. He'll tell us why.
Thank you so much. The reason behind of doing this kind of photography, I printed it on a canvas and changed the color into inverted color. All mobile phones, smartphones has a system like invert colors. If you use your invert colors on your camera and put your mobile phones on the photograph itself, you will see the real colors.
We have with us here Bernardo with the catch of the day, piece of art. Please tell us more about it and what inspired you to draw it.
This painting is I inspired it with a local fisherman. Seeing it one morning, then I shoot it my photograph, then I paint it on canvas. That's the inspiration that I get.
We have with us here Eileen with the piece of art 17 Kings of the Desert. Why did you call it 17 Kings of the Desert?
Because they're composed of 17 camels, and 17 kings of the deserts, they are the kings of the Middle East. Our lives are composed of different colors, different seasons, so that's how I explain. It's very colorful, it's very bold, it's very lively. These camels are very strong, just like us. They can survive anything in the desert.
We have with us here Father Peter, who's a priest in Bahrain and also an artist. He's participating in this exhibition with 3 beautiful photographs from all over the world. He'll tell us more about them.
See, I have here one cathedral from Vienna, the interior of the cathedral, and we have the Hungarian parliament, and also one here in one of the beaches here in Bahrain, the Karbabad beach.
Montserrat will tell us more now about a bite of wisdom, as we see here. What's the concept of this painting?
I want my audience to get curious about it. Is it a hand of a giver or a hand of a taker? There's no right or wrong. It's basically both, a giver and a taker. Because as you can see, the hand, it's half, when you're giving, it's an open hand. And when you're taking, it's like, you're grabbing something. So the apple symbolizes wisdom. Is wisdom a bliss, or is it hurtful?
We have with us here Gel with wonderful landscape paintings. He'll tell us more about them.
This one is inspired in the place in the Philippines wherein it's entitled Atamawan, Gardening of the Sky. This place is wherein artists, Filipino artists are gathered here in this place.
Pieces of art can be very impressive when you look at them, but what's even more inspiring is the stories behind each painting and piece of art, and listening to it from the artist himself. Are you ready for some action, drama, suspense, and thrills? If yes, welcome to Spain's latest theme park at the unique Le Puy du Fou French Park. It's a theme park, but not a roller coaster or a fairground inside kind of park. Just grand theatrical performances that cover 1,500 years of Spanish history. What's the story of Le Puy du Fou Park? It was created by Philippe de Villiers, a French conservative Catholic politician in the Vendée region of Western France in 1977. Since then, it has become the most popular theme park in France after Disneyland Paris, with more than 2 million visitors every year. In 2018, it was prized as the best park in Europe by TripAdvisor clients. With a number of 185 actors, stunt men and women, acrobats and horse riders take on the roles of 2,000 different characters in the 70-minute open-air nighttime show. From Columbus to Don Quixote, Napoleon to Dali, the show covers historical-based stories of Spain. Everything human, animal and machine follows the rhythm of the music recorded by the London Symphony Orchestra. The theme park presents large-scale performances, 3 period villages, craftsmen, more than 300 animals, and over 30 extra hectares of countryside. Want to pay it a visit?
descubierto una nueva ruta.
Una custodia para vos. Mi apreciado Colón, tal y como prometí, te nombro almirante de la mar Océana y virrey de las Indias.
Cycling for a good cause. What a great initiative. Let's take a look at the streets of London, where several hundred cyclists protest the Israel-Palestinian conflict to raise money for the Palestinian cause. The annual Big Ride for Palestine attracts Londoners from all walks of life since 2015. I wish I could have joined them. It's a rainy morning in London, but the grey conditions haven't deterred these cyclists. They're gathering to ride 36 miles across the city, bearing Palestinian flags and ringing their bike bells as they go. Before hopping on their bikes, the riders hear speeches from activists and volunteers. As they travel through the city, some motorists beep their horns and call out to the riders in support. Heart-touching! They shout slogans and hold banners to raise awareness of the Israel-Palestinian conflict. Since the Big Ride started, it has raised more than $161,000 for Palestinian charity. Organizers say this year the crowd was double the size of last year's, and they think they may have raised a record amount.
Big ride. It's my fourth ride. So there's going to be two rides this year. One in today, obviously, a rainy London, and one in Manchester on the 3rd. So we're riding for solidarity and raising awareness for Palestinians.
I dream to take this ride one day to start from Rafah to end in the north of Palestine in Akka with raising our Palestinian flag.
I want to raise awareness about Palestine and about the injustices that are happening there, and this is the best way to do it. And not a lot of the Arab community are joining into this, so I feel like we need more of the Arab community coming in to help support this cause, because that's who's getting impacted at the moment. People in cars on the opposite side were beeping at us, giving us support, everyone was showing us support. The spirit of the people kind of kept us all going till the end, and it's really nice to be here at the end with everyone all together celebrating.
The more we learn, the more we realize how little we know about the world. Let's explore some interesting and entertaining facts to twist your brain and tickle your curiosity. You will never see a naturally toothless shark, although a shark usually loses a tooth every week, and that's because it has multiple rows inside its jaw that are constantly regrown. When a tooth on the edge of the jaw drops out, the corresponding tooth in the row behind it moves forward to replace it. This makes me even more scared of sharks. I wonder how long it needs to chew me. La Tomatina is a food fight festival held on the last Wednesday of August each year in Spain. It's a tomato craze where thousands of people make their way from all corners of the world to join the fight, as more than 100 metric tons of overripe tomatoes are thrown in the streets. Still excited about your snowball fights? So outdated. There are over 10 pink lakes in Australia. Yes, you heard it right. Pink lakes. Most pink lakes don't stay pink permanently. They change from a lilac to a bright bubblegum pink color all the time. And if you're wondering how this happens, it simply has to be a salt lake, so the algae in the water mixes with the salt to turn the lake pink. Isn't that wonderful? Who's fond of ice cream here? Me. Chocolate, caramel, or any other traditional flavor. So yes, bizarre as green tea or black sesame flavor. That's okay, I can swallow that. What about octopus? Is that still ice cream? Yes, in some places like Japan, there are octopus and much stranger flavors. Would you dare to try them? Anyone? Recycling bottles to save the environment. Yes, we all heard about this and we definitely support. But what if we tell you there is more than this? More than just saving the environment? What if recycling can also change lives? Would you put on the extra effort? In most countries, bottle caps end up in landfills, but in Australia, they end up in a better place that helps both the environment and children living with disabilities. One social enterprise has come up with a novel way to help those who are in need. Those prosthetic limbs, of course, make a big difference to the lives of children with disabilities. They come in all shapes and sizes and can be designed to fit certain specifications. Would you be able to guess what they're made of if we haven't told you? It's ground down lids and caps of discarded plastic bottles. The limbs are designed using 3D printing technology. Since this social enterprise started nearly 2 years ago, it has used more than 1 million bottle caps. Its prosthetic arms and legs the company makes have a big impact. For children living with disabilities, how those limbs are made teach them that they can do things they thought they couldn't do. Collecting the bottle caps is a big operation. Volunteers help their neighbors sort out the rubbish. Even local governments collect plastic and glass bottles and jaws to be recycled. But it's the bottle caps they are most interested in. The bottle caps are carefully sorted into different categories based on shape, color, and size.
Such a great thing for them. It's psychological, you know, not just a matter of how practical it is. Their family just over the moon, and it's just a fantastic feel for everyone.
It ticks all the 3 boxes for us. It helps out with the environment, it helps out kids with a disability, and it's particularly the other thing I like about it is the group employ disadvantaged people as well.
Fireworks. Who's not a fan? What about a firework competition? To me, it means double the fun. Russia hosts an international fireworks festival dazzling Moscow's skyline. Russia's performance at this year's International Fireworks Festival has won first place. The performance by the country's team at the Rostov Festival centered on the theme of theater. Touching on 4 areas of theater, the 10-minute-long performance saw off competition from 7 other countries at the Rostov Festival. The most important element is when the music and fireworks work together in harmony. I love that part. There are different musical themes chosen by each team, whether opera, ballet, operetta, musical, or tango. Spectators believe the festival is particularly special. Some come to Moscow specially to watch the performance. 8 countries took part in total, but a panel of international judges decided Russia is the winner.
Speaking for myself, is that if the fireworks and the music work together in harmony and move me, then they've won me. And maybe there's some very slight technical problems. I don't see them, but if they're very slight. But if they've come to me and I can see what they're trying to create, then they're my winner.
We've heard a lot about superheroes, but what about super moms that risk their lives and would do anything to save their children? I'm not ironic this time. Check out this video from social media. She hasn't moved a bit because she's a mom. With this, we have arrived at our last station. Goodbye and see you next week with new facts, journeys, and world stories.